Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. So as I was saying, so today we'll be like discussing about how we are gonna able to create a website using WordPress. Okay, so this is a completely a free process. You don't have to pay anything. Okay, it's actually going to explain like each step by step, so it's suitable for anyone to follow. Okay, so I am just like following a blog, as I told you already. Okay, and there is also video content available here by the contributor, so you can just like check it later. I'll just share the link to you after explaining this. Okay, so here we'll be like following a minimum of 6 steps. Okay, so this blog is about like choosing a web hosting through Bluehost. Okay, so if you are really serious and trying to publish a website, I would recommend you to go with this Bluehost. Okay, otherwise if you are like trying to do this for a experimental reasons, or for to learn, maybe I would suggest you can just like go with the free WordPress version itself. Okay, okay, so the first step here is like I mean you have to like figure out, okay, how you're gonna manage your website from creation until publishing. So I mean there's a lot of content management systems available, but this WordPress is kind of a most famous one because it is kind of used worldwide, and almost like 30 to 40% of the of the websites hosted is through WordPress. Okay, so it's actually, yeah, it's 34%. Okay, and the number keeps on like changing from period to period. Okay, so most of the popular website platform is WordPress. Okay, and why it's popular, because here the author has listed the reasons. Okay, it's because open source, you don't have to like pay money. Yes, that's free, and it's actually a DIY solution. You don't have to go for a web developer and then pay him spend like a month or 2 months to design this website. It's just like you can just go and pick your website name, and then just click next, and then you can just upload whatever things that you want, and then you can publish. Okay, it's very easy. And then it can be you can be able to like host different kinds of websites, from e-commerce portal until a normal blog. Okay, it's you can do any sort of websites here, and it is fast, optimized, and secure. Yes, you don't have to optimize it to different devices. WordPress takes care of this job, and it's SEO ready. You just have to like identify the keywords and then just like um write type it in there. That's all. It's very easy. Okay, so there is like two types of two methods you can actually able to like create WordPress web pages. First one is through WordPress.org, and next one is through WordPress.com. Okay, so if you are like looking for a free website on the go with just like by clicking next, and if you're not a developer, I suggest you to go for WordPress.com. Okay, whereas if you are a developer and you want to like create it from the scratch, you can go for WordPress.org. Okay, so if you want to really understand the difference between them, this link here, you can just like go and click and then check it out. Okay, so and step two is like you have to like find the right name for your website. So most probably people would always go for the name of the company, or the name of the service that they provide. But since there are like many more websites in the internet, you can't able to like get the right website name. So in that case, you have to like go for some creative ways to get it. So this blog says there are almost like 2 billion websites online right now. Okay, so that's actually a very big number. So I don't think that anyone could able to like get the right website that they wanted. I mean, website name they wanted. Okay, so he describes like what are the traits that a good domain name should have. Okay, it should be like brand up, which means it should be unique. I mean, it should be like catchable, and then it should be able to like people should be able to recognize us very easily, because it should be sounding very simple and short, and then and then should be able to like it's easy to remember the spellings and all this stuff. You don't have to like say when you say innovations is your website, I mean company name. I mean you just like say invtns.com. If you just say that, it will be like difficult for the people to like understand. I mean keep it memorized and then type it. Okay, but if it is just like innovations.com, yes, people can just go and type it out, right? Okay, or it can be inno.com or inno.in, whatever, right? And then it should be like you should be able to like add some keywords with it, so that I mean you should be able to differentiate the industries as well. If there's this common if the name is kind of brand name is kind of common for different companies, you can do that. Yes. Okay. Okay, so if you want to check whether it is like whether that domain name is available or not, there's a lot of ways you can just go and check. uh, okay, and then you can like see I mean if someone has already bought the domain name, you can check out who has got it, and then what is the price for them. Okay, all this can be like done. Okay, first step after choosing your domain name is to you have to buy your domain name, right? So if you're not willing to buy your domain name, you can just always go free and with having a WordPress on your domain name for a while. But if you want to pay, yes, you can just like buy it by yourself, and then you should be able to host it. Okay, for hosting, I was like I'm recommending Bluehost. It's comparatively cheap, and it's globally recognized as well. So that's why I chose this blog. Okay, so even if you just like go and then buy your domain name through Bluehost, you can just I mean access your WordPress within Bluehost. So that's very easy. Okay, so I'll just like so so this is actually, I mean, when you start things with Bluehost, I mean you should be able to pay it first, but still. So here you just have to like click the plan, what kind of plan that you actually wanted to go, and then only you should be able to get into WordPress. Okay, so the website looks like you'll be able to get a free domain and a free SSL certificate as well. So when you after paying it, I mean the WordPress is kind of integrated with this Bluehost, and then you don't have to like create a separate login for WordPress and then you have to work. You can just like get into Bluehost and then start working. Okay, so I'll just show you this. Like I'm not like recommending you to pay, but if you're like trying to like do this for the real business, and then if you want to host this, yes, you should go for this. Okay, so you can just like choose a basic plan, which is like around $2.95 per month. Okay, you can just like go and select, and then here you can like create a domain name. Okay, and then if you have a domain name already, you can just like give it here. Okay, so I'm just like gonna skip this right now. Okay, I just wanted to show how it looks like for you. Okay, so here you have to like give your account details. Okay, so all your I've just like signed in using Google. That's why like it comes up all this information. My name is already auto filled. Okay, so here my account information is like already entered because I chose basic, and then you just have to give your credit card details, and then you just have to like give submit, so that it will be you will be able to like pay for your website. And then when you just like done with the step, you will be able to integrate your Bluehost with WordPress. Okay, you don't have to create a WordPress site separately. Okay, but so in case if you're not willing to host it right now by paying, okay, there's the other method. Okay, so I've just like created this earlier maybe. Okay, so what I've done is like I just like went in for wordpress.com. I'll show you how I came here. Okay. Mhm. Okay, I mean, okay, I don't want to log. Okay, so it's very easy. So it's just like you have to go for WordPress.com and then you just have to like sign in. Click on sign up, and then if you want to like sign in with your Google credentials, yes, you just like give your Google credentials and then you get in. So that's what I did. I didn't do anything much. Okay, so you just like go for WordPress.com and then just get into this, and this is how the web page looks like. Okay, even if you like go in to WordPress through Bluehost, this is how you get. Okay, so in that case you should be using your Bluehost credentials to log in into the WordPress, but here I'm just using my normal Google credentials. Okay, so here you just like go on. If you want to try to set up your home page, you can just do that, but first I have to name my site. Here you see the site is site setup. The site is created. I have to name your site and name and then I have to like create a menu, and then I have to update my homepage and then launch it, and then confirmation of email address is already done, and then I have to like get into the WordPress application. Okay, okay, so I'm kind of skipping that right now. So let me go and name my site. Okay, if you are like going in after going through WordPress, I mean this will be already done. Okay, so you don't have to come and name it here. For example, I just say fillenough.in, and then I say it's. I'm just like typing whatever that I have right now on the go. Okay, I'm supposed to save this. Okay, it's saved. Okay, so yeah, so let's get back to the blog. Maybe so that we can take it in the right order. Okay, so here we just left it in the blue host where you just have to go and pick the right plans and then sign up with your domain names and all the in account information, and then you start paying. Okay, after that Bluehost will be able to like install the WordPress for you. You don't have to do anything. Okay, so but imagine you're just going into WordPress with your own credentials. You just log in through this page, and then this is how it looks like. I told you already. Okay, so here if you want to like I mean you come in here after setting with your website domain name, everything. Okay, so after that here what happens is like if any notifications or anything just like pops up in there, and then if you want to like create any post, you just have to like click on this and then start posting. If it's a blog kind of thing, you can do that here. Okay, and then if you want to like share any video content or pictures to the galleries page, you can do that here. And then if you want to create different sub pages, for example, your website is wellenough.in, and then you want to create a home page, about us page, the team, careers, contact us, blog. So there's different sub pages involved. So if you want to create that such sub pages, you can go for this. And then next is the comments. So here, if you're like trying to make your website very interactive, and if you want to like get into the blogs, and also if you want to enable the comment section, you have to like go in there. And then if in the appearance, I mean, okay, I think we have to get in here. Okay, the appearance you can able to like change your site design and how the theme you can able to get all these things in the appearance place. And then plugins. Sometimes your content, web content might need a few plugins if you are trying to like post a video sometimes or something, or you might be like looking for a flash player or something, it happens, right? So you have, what are the plugins that you might be needing, you can install it in there. And then so imagine if you're a business owner, I mean, you will not be the only person who should be doing this. You might want your employees or your co-founder, or you're like, you're doing it for your someone in the family. I mean, they should be also to see, want to see this, right? So you can give them access rights where they can just get in there and see the admin panel itself. So you can able to create a admin user accounts in there. And then settings, I mean, here you have the general settings. You want to change your website address, domain name, and all. So all these things that you can do it here. Excuse me. Okay. So setting permalinks. Okay, this is actually about like if you want to create sub pages, and it's not about like you just have to create a page. You should be able to like create a link. I mean, associated with your URL, right? So in that case, you have to like do that. Okay, you can even customize it according to the way you want. So if it is about a page, you can just say villanov.in slash about. If it is a blog page, you can just say villanov.in slash the blog name or the blog posted date or whatever it is. Okay, so you can just make it dynamic according to the way that you want it. Okay? Finally, when all these things are done, if you want to make your site go public, I mean, you actually want to index your website first, right? So to allow this, first you have to go to settings, and then in the readings you have to like uncheck this. Okay, if you uncheck this, I mean, the search engines, I mean, the Google should be able to find and index your website. Okay, so most of the websites needs that, right? Yeah. And then if you want, yes, we did this already, right? So the website title and the tagline, so everything you can just like go and set it out the settings page. Yes, comments, we saw that. Disable pingbacks and trackbacks. Okay, here the author is kind of wondering why do we have this still, but it's kind of like it's been there since the beginning. Okay, so if you want to like make a website, and then if you and then most of the times actually nobody uses this, and so it's just like if you don't want to encourage discussion over in that website, you just like go and disable that. Okay, and then according to I mean time zones, wherever you are, then you can just like go and fix your time zone here. So next is an important stage where you get to pick the theme or design of your website. So here actually what happens is like if you are a company which is like kind of like what do you say, like who's into architectural design or I mean interior design, you have to like create your website in which is a little oriented towards that. I mean, all this design should be oriented to that. For that, you don't have to like employ a graphic designer to do this. You can just go and find out a relevant theme and pick it. So there are a lot of themes available. You can just like go and then write the just click on the theme that you want, and then you just like go into that. So if you want to customize the theme, yes, you can do that. Okay. So first it's saying that it's about the design, right? So first you have to like pick the theme that you want. There's a lot of themes available. The most popular themes, like the author is talking about what's the theme earlier? Hista, Histia, sorry. Just talking about that theme. Okay, so there's like you can also like try to import themes from other third-party sites. So WordPress allows that as well. So you can also like try to do that. Okay. Okay. Then after picking the theme, you have to install the theme by going for appearance section, and then on clicking on the themes. Then you just have to click on add new, and then you can just like upload the theme. Okay. So this is a HDR theme, which is kind of popular and like widely used if you are like trying to create a sample website, or when you're just like figuring out things, people go for this. Okay, and then you can also customize the theme that you have created. I mean, you can just like drag your images in a different place and then drag your content. All these things that has to be done can be done. So whenever you do that, your coding, the HTML kind of gets changed. The way you drag things, the way in the way that you move, all these things will be updated in the coding. So you don't have to like code with that, but the code gets auto generated. Okay, you can like just like add in other features as well. You can add a for example, if you want to add a payment system to this, yes, you can very well go ahead and do this. Okay, so you can customize the way you want. Okay, finally you can just hit publish if you're okay with that. But before that, if you want to like change the font styles and and the size, yes, you can do it. You can just customize your fonts for different contexts, for different pages. It's you can do that. But mostly if you choose a website, and most of the time the whole website will be the same font. Okay, this is actually for professional reasons, and most of the business MNCs actually go for this format. Okay, because they want to maintain a uniformity in this. Okay, your first step is like you're getting your plugins into this in your websites. So I mean, it's not there's a lot of plugins that you might be needing. I mean, the first far most important thing is like having the SEO. I mean, you have to have your search engine optimized so that only you will be able to like reach the right people in a lesser period of time. So for that, there's a lot of plugins available, and for Google Analytics, you have to like install a plugin. I mean, there's a lot many more. It's not only one or two things. You can like um, install how many of plugins that you want, and the most popular ones are like SEO, Google Analytics, and then the contact us forms. I mean, or if you want to like collect information from the people who's willing to do business with you, or if you want to have get in touch with you. So these are the things that even a simple website would have. Okay, simple plain website would have. Okay, and the final thing after doing all this is like creating a basic pages. Okay, so imagine you just like want to create a blog or just a WordPress page, whatever. You give your title and then write the contact, and then if you want to add a image or something, and then you just like add it here. Okay, and then you just like do everything, and then you can just like hit publish. If you want to like proceed with search engine optimization, yes, you can do that as well here. Okay, and you can also like schedule your publishing when you want to like go. All these things that you can do it here. Okay, so most of the websites, if they want to like reach out to a wider audience, if they are willing to proceed with the digital marketing thing, they always go for a blog. And then here it's not like they need someone to write the blog, and then they get a web developer to post it. So most of the time they just like give the blogging people, the bloggers, the login IDs without the admin rights. You can just like create a separate login only to the blogs. Okay, where they will be able to like upload the blogs only. They can't like go and change any of the pages. So that you can create such customized logins, and then like you can like share it with the blogger. Most of the times the freelancers work as a bloggers, right? So you can just like give it to them. They write and then they just like publish it. Yeah, they do that. Okay, and then you can also like adjust your site navigation if you are like trying to like see it in different devices, and then I mean, you have to like optimize it, as well as I mean the menus, everything has to be like arranged in the right way. So all these things can be like done here. Okay, which it's been there for a long time. Here it's actually most of the people use it for promotional activities. It's kind of a small message which appears flashing, or it might be scrolling down. So you call that as a widget, and then if you want to have that, you can just like do this. Okay, you just like get your appearance, and then click on widgets, and then like choose where you want to have it, and then you just like have post the content, and then if you want to like schedule it for a particular time only, you can do that. Okay, it's very easy. You just have to like copy paste the content. Okay. And then yeah, so I was like mentioning that the video version of this tutorial is also available by the author. It's also like embedded in this blog. So I'm just going to share this to you so that you can look into this. Okay, so if you got any doubts, just reach out to me right now. I want you guys to like create a WordPress website by following this blog right now for the business that you're trying to promote. Okay, if you got any questions, you can like ask me right now.